Канадскиот уметник и графичар Guy Langevin во рамките на одбележувањето на Деновите на франкофонијата во организација на Амбасадата на Канада и Националната галерија имаше свое представување пред македонската публика. Циклусот графики, наречен Паднати Ангели, е алегорија за изгубените вредности на современото општество. За одекот на детството, за присутноста на религијата во нашите животи, за вербата и сомнежот, разговаравме со еден од најзначајните современи светски ликовни уметници.
My exhibition is those body of work is an allegory of falling angels. When I was young, religions, as any religion, teach us that we had guardian angels. But with the years and with the evolution of society, we don't believe anymore in those spirits. So what happens to them? I know it's not, there's only spirits, but I figure in my mind, I think about making this image of the angels. If you don't believe into them, they lost their wings and they fall down on the earth and become humans, which is suffering for them, which is hard, and they will become human. They will take a human body. So they have to turn their spiritual body into a physical body. So that's why the images are sometimes, the bodies are torn, scratched, in impossible positions, so and they all fall down. So that's the it's kind of new legion that I made for creating this serial of work, which is for me based on the loss of values in our society. Technique used in my printmaking work is called mezzotint, or mezzotinto, more precisely. It's a technique that we need to create a black bottom, a black background with a tool named the rocker, and this background will be dark black, and we scrape the texture on the plate to create gray until we reach white. So we draw the light instead of drawing the shadow, and it gives it's a very, very long technique. Everything on those images made by hand. There is no photography transfer, nothing else than hand drawing onto that. So it is a technique that allows to make light almost as a photography, and a beautiful texture. If you look at them from very close, you will see the texture of the print, which is very very charming. And so art is not the same. For today, for example, young people are not used to get into a gallery and get to take minutes or many minutes in front of a still image. But what interests me into making still image in art like this is to give them the interest, to make something that gives the place to the viewer to get into himself and ask him, what could be the story behind this image? I don't tell the story. I don't want to tell a story. I imagine a story, but I keep it for me. And in the image, the viewer has just few clues, and he can enter and make his own story, make his own image. That's one of the things that is very interesting to the technique of mezzotint. We don't draw contour line. We don't draw like we usually draw. So the brain makes many a great part of the work, in fact. There's some large areas or small areas, there was almost nothing. But if you look at it quite long, you will see some difference of grade. It's your brain. I didn't make it. You just built the image by yourself. Throughout the centuries, the meaning of art has changed. But at the end, what we want to do is to create a mood, create an emotion. The word emotion for me is very important. This is the very first time I come to Skopje, and I was surprised to see there was quite a big difference in the architecture, in the way the city is done, even with Belgrade that I know for a long time. So it's very surprising in the way of architecture, but the people seems almost the same. We all look for happiness, and we all look for being well all together. In fact, this cooperation happened because it is the Semaine de la Francophonie. I am French-talking Canadian, so the Embassy of Canada in Belgrade asked me to make this exhibition here into the Semaine de la Francophonie. And it was a great pleasure to me to be selected to make it. And all the preparation and all the exercise of dealing has been made by the Canada Embassy. So they have made a great work about this exhibition.
Графиките на канадскиот уметник Guy Langevin ни ја пренесуваат идејата за трансформацијата на човековиот дух. Циклусот графики Паднати Ангели не соочува со нашите внатрешни дуалитети, но истовремено е сведоштво за големите достигнувања на уметноста.